We're underway. Bounces and taken by Jason Johnson a yard back to the 25 and takes a pop and is down at the 26-yard line. Anthony Newman and James Washington get to him, a 28-yard return. John Elway, 11 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. And against him, the Rams will offer the following defense. Mark Giroux, by the way, will not play for Los Angeles today. Reed Wright and Sean Miller up front. The linebackers, Jim Collins has been activated today and gets his first start of the season. And the defensive secondary, Gray Irvin, Michael Stewart, and Johnny Johnson. On the draw play, Tony Dorsett across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made by Jim Collins. You saw Dorsett carry the ball. He is joined in the offensive backfield by Elway and Winder. The wide receivers, Jackson and Johnson. Ricky Nattiel is on the inactive list today with an injury. He will not play. And the offensive line really botched up. Studdard, Perry, Bryan, Jerica, Lanier, and Kay. The only healthy starter is the center, Billy Bryan. Ken Lanier has been hampered by a groin pull. Everybody else has been switching around because of injuries. 2nd and 6. Again, the draw play, and it's Dorsett losing yardage. As Michael Stewart gets into him, it was Sammy Winder instead of Dorsett.
Well, one of the things that we can expect a lot of from the Broncos, they wanted to run the draws early because of the aggressiveness of the Rams, but you know, you can't expect the Rams to be too stupid either. 2 draw plays in a row really won't fool them. The first time, yes, I agree. Second time, no.
There is Dave Studdard, who's getting the start at left tackle today. Now Steve Sewell and Gerald Wilhite come into the lineup. Sewell is split to the left side. 9th best in the NFL. 3rd down and 8, early moments of the game. Rams are in the Eagle defense, and here they come. That pass in. Hicks back to return for the 7th time this year. That's a good one. Hicks in the sunlight to the 30-yard line and maybe the 31. First with Boomer Esiason beginning the day, although Esiason has cost a couple and 12 interceptions. And the Bronco defense, Boyer, Cragen, and Townsend. The linebackers, Fletcher, who's having a terrific year. Ryan moves inside today, and Michael Brooks gets his first start. And Haynes, Castile, Smith, and Harton in the secondary. Damone Johnson goes tight to the left side. Backs are split behind Jim Everett. Del Pino opens, and he goes wide to the left side. Everett will run it and is out of bounds with a modest gain. Might have gotten just back to the line. Aaron Cox and Ellard at wide receivers, and the tight end, Damone Johnson. And the offensive line, Pankey, Newberry, Doug Smith, Duval Love, and the perennial All-Pro Jackie Slater at right tackle. No gain on the last play. 2nd down and 10. Opening moments of the ball game. Loss of 1. They toss it to Greg Bell. Around the right side to the 38-yard line.
Something, Vern, that will do. That'll take some of the pressure off of Everett. He's been pressing. And they'll get this short passing game in there. And then if they mix the short passes in with a good solid running game, then all of a sudden by those little completions and that good running game, Everett's confidence comes back.
12 and a half to go in the first quarter. Everett drills it incomplete. Intended for Flipper Anderson, and the Rams will punt. Replaces Ricky Nattiel. And here's another area where the Broncos miss Nattiel at punt returns. Mike McDonald snaps it back. Ken Bell rushing from the outside, and it's off the side of Hatcher's foot. It does get a Ram roll, but it's out of bounds at the 35. It was Ken Bell coming from the left side who put the pressure on Dale Hatcher.
Well, one of the things about he could see him, that ball should have been blocked, but Hatcher picked up his momentum a little bit, got his leg through, unfortunately, or fortunately for him, he barely did get his foot on the football.
That brings on the second Denver offensive series of the ball game. 12:15 to go. In their 6 wins, Denver in the first quarter.
He wants to score early, get on top of the Rams.
Double tight end set, 2 wide receivers and a running back. It's Dorsett. Flag is down, and so is Dorsett at the 38.
We come out a little play action, maybe a little screen to get the ball in one of these backs and get some blockers out front.
Again, the same set with a double tight end and 1 running back, 2 wide receivers. 10-man front or 8-man front for the Rams. Wilshire's coming, and that pass is complete. No! Mobley couldn't hang on. He was stripped of the football at the 37-yard line. Broncos blown out by New Orleans last week, 42-0. After having demolished Cleveland here 2 weeks ago, 30-7. They have to hurry. They do beat the 45-second clock, but just barely. That's a short pass, and Mobley hangs on, but he's knocked down as he gets to the 33-yard line.
The 3rd and 12.
Officially, they'll call it 3rd and 11, and Elway will move out of the shotgun. Rams drop back in the Hawk defense. Elway right side. Almost picked off by James Washington. Intended deep for Vance Johnson, and Washington, the rookie out of UCLA. And Clifford Hicks waits at the 20-yard line. At the 15. Steve Sewell makes a nice open tackle at the 26. And the Rams have it back after the 52-yard Haran punt and an 11-yard Hicks return. And that will bring Jim Everett back for the second offensive set.
Down on himself, and now Zampezy with this little offense they're working, hopefully can get him back.
Aaron Cox goes in motion, followed by Castile. Short pass across the middle, and McGee drops it and had it right in the middle. Brings up second down and 10. Vern Lundquist and Terry Bradshaw here as the Rams operate from their own 31-yard line. 3rd and 6, Los Angeles. Aaron Cox in motion wide left. Everett across the middle. Damone Johnson, first down, L.A. at the 43-yard line. Ball game, just to bring you up to date, the Denver Broncos have had it twice, had to punt both times. This is the Rams' second set, and they've got a 1st and 10 at the 44. Hand off to Greg Bell. He searches the right side, breaks a tackle, and crosses midfield to the 48-yard line before Mike Harden, number 31.
And 40 running. They want the balance, get the running going, get the short passing. Everett gets his confidence, and then we hit the home run.
From the 48, second down and 2. Greg Bell, and that will be close for the first down at the 46-yard line. And Denver has had a terrific home record in recent years. They are only 4-2 at home. The Broncos are this year. And the Los Angeles Rams, in contrast, are 5-1 on the road. Play fake. Everett, left side. Nice play. Did he catch it? Did he trap it? He caught it. First down at the 30. Replay official today, Bill Fetty. That's a first down, Los Angeles at the 35. Greg Bell, flag down. Head coach. Second down and 2. And it's Bell again. Not much room as he tries left tackle over Irv Pankey's block, number 75. 1st and 10, Los Angeles, midway through a scoreless first quarter. This is the first threat. Everett's taking a Bernie Kosar stance at quarterback. He was half-cocked, and that is caught by Eller, touchdown. A flag is thrown, but the play, I believe, will stand. Mark Haynes was beaten by Henry Eller. Mike Lansford on to try the extra point after the 23-yard touchdown pass. Holohan will hold. And it's good. And the Los Angeles Rams, who have played exceedingly well on the road in 1988, take an early 7-0 lead. On the 24th touchdown toss thrown by Jim Everett in his 3rd season. And out of Jerry Gray's hold, Mike Lansford will kick it.
Mike Lansford kicking off for Los Angeles.
Taken by Jason Johnson at the 4. Nice little stutter step, and then Johnson is down at the 21-yard line.
And maximize his efforts by getting out and putting the pressure on the secondary.
First down and 10, backs in the eye. Across the middle, tipped and incomplete. And
His legs and not allow him to get their hands up. That time Bryan didn't do the job on right.
Billy Bryan over the ball. Double tight end set now for the Broncos, who will go from the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Four-man rush by the Rams. Elway with time. Delivers across the middle. Here's Mark Jackson weaving his way right and might have gotten caught short of the first down, and flags accompany the tackle. Jerry Gray made the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 35.
7:36.
Elway making an audible.
Into the face of a blitz. The running play to Dorsett doesn't gain much, and the crowd getting a little restive early on. Eagle defense now by the Rams, and they're coming with the blitz. Elway has it knocked right back. Gary Jeter, number 77, who has been
Applied by Jeter.
It was Jeter who celebrated after killing Blanc. That's what threw me off.
Threw me off too, Vern.
3rd and 10. Wilcher from the outside. Elway delivers. Caught. Steve Sewell, first down. He is down at the 48-yard line. 7-0 with 4:40 to go, first quarter. Play fake. Now Elway moves out. Caught. A couple of tackles missed, and a flag comes down after Jackson is tackled by Leroy Irvin.
Said, look for the unusual today, and a rollout screen is extremely unusual.
First down. Sammy Winder in the backfield on 1st and 20. Now Mobley lines up to help give Elway protection. And they go deep to Jackson with Leroy Irvin. Incidental contact, no flag, despite the protestations of Mark Jackson. Puzzle presented by this Ram defense. 7-0 ball game. And here's Elway across the middle. Oh boy, did he put some steam on the pass to Mobley. Here's the snap, quarterback draw. John Elway, first down plus. There's one of the unusual plays.
Elway wants to get in the shot.
4. Two wide receivers come to the left on 1st and 10, and the Broncos go with a double tight end set. Mobley lines up in a wing to the right side. Draw play. It's Dorsett. And he goes left. Pick if Dorsett finishes with under 750 yards. That goes to a 3rd-round pick if he's over 750, a 2nd-round pick if he's over 1,000, and the impossible is 2,000 combined, a 1st-round pick. We'll update you on his stats in just a moment, but that's what's known as a conditional trade. Quick screen, right side, dropped, and it'll be 3rd down at 4. Tony Dorsett coming in today, 578 yards just to complete that story. So he is working on the possibility of 750 yards for the season, which would give Dallas a 3rd-round pick. We're live from Mile High Stadium in Denver. Yet one 3rd down and 5. Shotgun formation. Will hide in, and he gets the ball delivered to him, but it's wide to the left. It'll be 4th down.
When you ask him the reason why, Vern, he told you that he thinks he's putting his left foot too close to the football. So we'll see.
46-yard effort. He's missed his last 4. High snap. That's going to be short. He's missed his last 5. Well, he didn't pull it left. And here's one of the most well-liked guys in Denver in recent years. And he's getting over with a 7-0 lead, 1:42 to go in the first quarter. Holohan starts in motion. Everett delivers it, and a mix-up to Del Pino as Del Pino went to the 45 and the pass fell short of the 40. This leads it. Split backs, Damone Johnson in motion. Blitz coming. Dennis Smith, and Smith misses the tackle, but he has some help. And Greg Bell can't catch up to it, as he had gotten behind Jeremiah Castile. But the pass overthrown, and the Rams will punt.
Had that been in Los Angeles, that pass probably would have been perfect. Hit Cox right in stride, but we've got a little thin air here, and that ball will carry a little bit.
Broncos came after Dale Hatcher on the first punt. That's Wilhite back. And again, they're coming. And again, Hatcher gets rid of it. Wilhite has it bounce right by him. And it takes a ram roll inside the 20-yard line. And is down at the 19. That's a 54-yard punt for Dale Hatcher. 1st and 10 from the 19.
And I was all ready to go, too, man.
Well, keep it going, because I'm gonna let you demonstrate.
All right.
Sammy Winder to the 20-yard line.
Settle him down, build the confidence back up, get him not to press so much, and get the running game going, and then they feel everything will be fine.
Well, in your mind, have they done it so far?
I think they've done a pretty good job. It hasn't been real consistent, but at least you can see that they're trying to do that.
7-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Let's expect them to stretch it north and south, hit that 20 to 25-yard area.
2nd down and 9. In the face of a blitz, tipped, caught by Elway, and then he throws it down. Oh, that was almost ruled a catch and a fumble.
That's exactly right.
Receivers are set now for the play stands. It'll be 3rd down. 4 wide receiver set for John Elway and the Denver Broncos, who trail 7-0. Here's the pass across the middle. That is short of the first. Clifford Hicks waits for it. 3rd punt of the first half. For those of you watching the Phoenix-Philadelphia game, well, following a 59-yard punt, and they have it at their own 14-yard line. Vern Lundquist, Terry Bradshaw here at Mile High. Pete Holohan starts in motion, and Greg Bell searches the right tackle spot and finds yard field goal. 75,000 on hand, 33 degrees in Denver on this last Sunday in November. 2nd and 9. Blitz. Good protection, but not that good. First sack of the day, and Andre Townsend gets it.
It comes to the outside, right into Townsend.
3rd and 21. Handoff, Greg Bell coming left. And he's going to be knocked down by Rulon Jones and others at the 15-yard line. And the Broncos send Gerald Wilhite back to the 50. Wilhite at the 49. And the Denver Broncos with their best field position of the ball game, following a 39-yard punt and a 10-yard return. The tackle by Larry Kelm. Denver has it at the 39. On first down, they're getting 3.5 yards. When they pass it, they're getting 7 yards. But they haven't passed on first down much. They might now. Yep, here's Elway. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown! Mark Jackson. That's the 4th catch of the year for Jackson for 6. John Elway's 12th touchdown pass. It comes on a 39-yard toss on first down. And Rich Carlos on to try and tie it up. Somehow Mark Jackson was open by a good 10 yards, Terry.
Play action pass, something that Elway wanted to do. First down, perfect time to do it. Pulled his off tackle. Notice the left tackle, left guard play action. Jackson will come across the middle. Notice he has Irvin flat, goes right behind him. He had an option to go across the middle or deep. He elected to go deep.
Catching passes from Jim Everett at Purdue. He just caught a pass from John Elway. Here's Del Pino for Los Angeles. And the 5th round choice out of Missouri with an excellent return out to the 42-yard line. A 31-yard return. Randy Robbins with the tackle. Jackson with a smile. And timeout. Searches the right side and gets out near the 40 for the Rams. Jim Everett, 1 touchdown pass. John Elway, 1 touchdown pass so far. Holohan, they come left. It's caught by Henry Ellard. And he scoots across the midfield stripe and down to the 40. Was in 1965.
If you looked his records up, it'd be on black and white paper, wouldn't it? All faded out.
That's right. 1st and 10 LA from the Denver 45. Toss, Charles White to the 40-yard line. 2nd down. And 5. Play fake. Everett, crossing pattern. Aaron Cox. That's another Los Angeles first down. 7-7 ball game. 9:20 to go. First half. That's Holohan. Deep handoff. Greg Bell gets out of a tackle of Jeremiah Castile and is run out of bounds at the
Sudden this year, boy, they're very leaky on run defense.
First down at the 15. And again, Everett with what amounts to a Kozar stance. The pitch out, they run to the weak side. Charles White down to the 10.
The strength of a defense lines up that way, and when you have 2 backs in the backfield, you take the halfback as a lead.
8:35 to go first half. Everett overthrows Henry Ellard with Mark Haynes back in the end zone. And 5 in a 7-7 ball game. From the 10. With that defense in. That's Ellard in motion. Everett right flat. Short of the first down. Ellard with the catch, but Harden with the tackle.
From his coverage.
Lansford from 23 yards out. He is 16 of 22 for the season. Make it 17 of 23. Mike Lansford with the field goal from 23 yards out. 7:42 to go first half. LA leads it by 3. Sellout crowd at Mile High Stadium. Los Angeles Rams on a touchdown catch by Henry Ellard and a field goal by that man, Mike Lansford, have a 10-7 edge over the Denver Broncos. Ken Bell and Jason Johnson deep for the Broncos. This will be Johnson at the 2. He comes right. And is down at the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Fred Strickland as John Elway comes up with Dorsett and Winder both in the backfield. Rams in the 3-man front look like they might have the blitz on, and they're coming. Elway back. Quick flip into the right side to Sammy Winder, and he is out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Noticing that and getting the ball out in the flat.
Sammy Winder stays in now. Mobley and Clarence Kay, a double tight end set with 2 wide receivers. That's Mobley in motion, and the Rams adjust. A modest play fake, and Elway delivers it left side, caught by Vance Johnson, number 82, in front of Leroy Irvin. That's a
Elway's bullets.
First down and 10. 10-7, Los Angeles leads. 6:45 to go first half. Play fake on first down. They are throwing a lot on first down now. Elway intercepted by Larry Kell. He was 2 inches away from a perfect pass that he would do. He's been throwing short passes here in the first half. Buford McGee in motion. Everett straight drop back. Little flip. Greg Bell goes by Andre Townsend. And doesn't get much as a fine defensive. Second down. Draw play. Greg Bell. Rulon Jones gets him up high. Whistle had blown. McGee falls on the ball back at the 32. He's terrible against the run. So we use him as a pass rushing specialist.
Call him a turkey.
Everett pumps once and goes deep right side. Man coverage. Caught. First down. Flipper Anderson. Big Bell goes right. And Bell is down to the 12-yard line.
They're going to hurt you.
So it was the 44-yard pass, Everett to Anderson. Right now, second down. A 10-7 LA lead with 4 minutes to go first half. Everett looks left. Pulls up, fires to Buford McGee, and follows the ball. And he had 6 in his hip pocket. That gives you a migraine. 3rd and 6. 4-man front for the Broncos. Ellert in motion, draw play. Greg Bell knocked down by Freddie Gilbert. Number 90 is out. Holohan is the holder. Off the upright, no good. First and 10 Denver. They hand it off to Sammy Winder, and he gets 4 yards over left guard. Went over the block of
Stuttered back after the injury in the Super Bowl. His first extensive play is today at left tackle.
Winder is in on 2nd and 5. Jackson starts in motion and comes back. Play fake. And Elway. Let's go. It caught. Mark Jackson.
Sideline.
Fine block by Sammy Winder on Carl Eckern to give him time. That's a first down at the 38-yard line. 10-7, Los Angeles leads. Fake the handoff. Elway pumps. Goes deep. A tangle of feet and no flag. As Vance Johnson got mixed up with Leroy Irvin. Second down and 10. That's right. Elway back. This time he has to scramble, but he finds a receiver open. First down. It's Jackson again. That's been the magic. It's remaining in a well-played and very significant ball game for these two teams. The Broncos tied for first in the AFC West, and somebody from the Rams apparently didn't get a fingernail trim before the game began. That's John Elway during the 2-minute warning. He's got a scratch on his neck. A little nasty.
Yeah, but he's in the game now. You know, it would be nice. Quarterbacks know when they're hot, and unfortunately, the coaches that call their plays may not sense that they're hot. That's why I'd like to see Elway take over now and for the next 2 minutes call his plays by himself.
Well, he might in the 2-minute warning, in the 2-minute offense. 4 wide receivers in. Elway across the middle, Wilhite. And he ducks under the tackle of Eckern and might have enough. First and 10. Across the middle again. Wilhite again. And that's a gain of 8 inside the 30-yard line. Carl Eckern with the tackle. And a timeout will be used by the Denver Broncos.
The passes that Elway used that time had all the receivers running sideline patterns, and then Wilhite going over the middle, so there were no options. They'll have a receiver behind him for a touchdown.
John Elway with his 4-man spread out. 5-man rush by the Rams. Elway comes right side through the hands of Ben.
Develop, but crossing routes down here are the best way to score.
3rd down and 2. And again, a 5-man rush. Quick delivery left side. Caught. First down, Denver. It was Jackson again in front of Jerry Gray. That's a first down for the Broncos, and they stop the clock as Jackson gets out of bounds.
Nothing fancy about this. If you have an offensive line that's a little beat up, just snap the ball to your quarterback, have a quick receiver, runs a short, quick route, and get rid of the football quickly. And that's exactly what Elway did, and that's exactly what Jackson did.
Mark Jackson caught 5 last week in the loss to New Orleans. He's got 5 in the first half. First and 10.
John has a fade down at the bottom if he wants it.
That's Jason Johnson. He looks his way, and then he'll run. Oh, boy. Was he down? Yes. It will be Denver first and goal at the 1 on the Elway scramble of 21 yards. And it was Johnson who recovered the ball, but the play had been whistled dead. You must love that play.
When you're in the desperation bowl and you have to rise to another level to bring everyone up with you, sometimes you have to do this, and I agree with this exactly. Elway knows he has to get in the end zone. To heck with the body. I don't care if I am a $2 million quarterback. I'm doing this because we're 6 and 6, and I'm the guy that can give this team the spark.
Johnson recovered the ball, but they had ruled Elway down. A gain of 21 and a 1st and goal. The Broncos use a timeout. They've got one left.
If I'm in the huddle right now, I'm saying to myself, did you see Elway? Everybody gets all fired up, starts pounding on one another. Man, we're going to drive these guys off the ball and score.
9 seconds to go. 3 tight ends in the offense. And the backs are in the eye. This is Sewell. And no indication yet that he's in. He is not. Jim Collins. Winder and Wilhide are the running backs now. Sammy Winder, the deep man in the eye. Quarterback sneak, touchdown. John Elway for the Broncos. And why not?
I think that spike by Elway was a little sign of frustration over this 6-6 year and the heat he had been taking for the last few weeks. And he said, here it is. I've played bad, yes, all year long, but here, right in your eye. Thank you very much.
Rich Carless on to try the extra point out of Gary Kubiak's hold. It was Elway's running, particularly a 21-yard romp where he gave up his body that set up the 1st and goal.
That's the heart and soul of it, and it's very hard to change the heart and soul of an offense when it's been so effective over the last 6 years.
Rich Carless will kick off for the Broncos, who now lead 14-10. Del Pino and Ron Brown are back, and Brown has returns of 72 and 73 already this year, but not this time.
If the Rams are going to try to score, they have to put away the conservative offense and now go to their 20 to 30-yard offense down the field.
Looks like they'll stay conservative. Greg Bell, that's his 15th carry of the first half. Now they might change their mind. 6 yards on 15 carries, and Terry and I have chatted about it and decided that may change the whole outlook here.
I think so. They're in a position now where they'll have to be conservative, don't have to worry now. I believe they're in a position to go ahead and throw the football down the field. I don't know if they're going to do that. I hope they do, because this is the time where Everett, this is the strength of his game, is a deep passing.
Nope. But they got another one of those 12-yard runs.
Well, once again, it's
with 23 seconds to go, first half.
All right, this is the passing formation.
Everett, deep left side. Incomplete, intended for Cox.
Have to throw it down the middle.
This time Everett goes to the right side. Flipper Anderson wide open. And the tackle made at the 16. Rams can stop the clock one more time. Lansford with 9 seconds left and 34 yards out. And how about the end of this half? As the Rams were going to try and just run out the clock, but Bell kept getting loose. And then Flipper Anderson beat both Smith and Haynes for a 36-yard gain. And that hits the upright on the other side. Lost 3 in a row and fallen to 7-5, and 2 games back the New Orleans Saints. So Lansford hits the right upright, then the left upright. That's the end of the half, with the Broncos leading the Rams 14-10. We'll kick it off, and again, sellout crowd. The concessionaires were caught selling beer to a minor, an undercover policeman, here on November 13th. So the beer license was taken away from the concessionaires for this one game. No beer at Mile High today. Hasn't held down the crowd, though. Ron Brown. And that world-class speed does losers of 3 in a row, but 5-1 for the year on the road. Their only loss on the road was at Philadelphia. Greg Bell goes left, cuts back again, and picks up 6 out near the 16. And Mike Harden makes the tackle with help from Mark Haynes. Sun beginning to set in the west in downtown Denver.
No beer here today, huh?
None.
You got any idea how much money this is costing these folks?
I saw a printed figure of $160,000 for the day. Yes.
One day, huh?
Yeah. Hadn't held the crowd down, though.
That's your monthly income.
You've got me confused with a whole bunch of other people. Second down. Everett back, looks right, goes left across the middle then, finally. And that's a
catch the football. I'm going to tell you more about this. I've got some more good stuff to tell you about Holohan.
Here's Bell on first down. And he's out near the 27 to go, third quarter. McGee out of the backfield. Everett, five-step drop, drills it off the hands of Aaron Cox in front of Jeremiah Cox. Jackie Slater, Duval Love come right. Duval Love grew up in the LA area and said his idol when he was a kid was Jackie Slater. And now he's lined up on the right side of the Ram line with him. Third down. No blitz. Everett, low, Holohan. No catch. Hatcher is on the punt for the fourth time. Will Height again playing in place of Ricky Natil, who's on the inactive list. The rush comes, and Hatcher does get rid of it. But it's a short punt. And takes a neutral roll to the left and stops at the 42-yard line. As the sun sets here in the foothills of the Rockies, a lot of snow out there, a lot of skiing early.
Oh, that sign cost you some bucks, didn't it?
First and 10. Elway play fake on first down. He's in trouble, pulls up and looks deep and fires for Jackson. Jackson's free, he'll score. No flags. Yards from Mark Jackson. That is his 6th catch of the ball game.
Once again, play action pass by Elway. The all-out attack. Reeves said, we'll leave nothing in our locker room. We're going to go after this entire day, attack that secondary. Boy, that time Elway, plenty of time, a lot of time by his offensive line to finally get the ball to Jackson.
Rich Carlos will try the extra point. And it's 21-10.
We'll see, just a little fancy look at. But now Elway stands, looks at Jackson initially, but is forced out, and then finally picks Jackson up again, who broke his route, came all the way across the football field, and gave Elway a big picture. Look at this, Jerry Gray on the outside, and now Jackson runs away from Gray. Gray stays deep, allowing Jackson to make an easy catch, and then waltz into the end zone.
Watch the reaction of John Elway, who has scored 1 and thrown for 2 today.
Well, this is the kind of offense that he loves to run.
That's the second touchdown toss for Elway, Terry, and second time it's come on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, also play action.
Jackson with a huge day, 140 yards, 6 receptions, and 2 have counted for scores. Carlos will kick off. Ron Brown right through his arms. Fumble! Denver ball. Steve Bryan got it after Ron Brown dropped it.
Second time in a row.
See if Elway wants to try and strike quickly in first down. Yes, he does. At the 4, Vance Johnson, touchdown Denver. That pass will cost him $250. But he doesn't mind. That John Elway has thrown 3 touchdowns in a single game. And for the 3rd time, he goes for 6 on first down.
1-2-3 setup, stares his receiver down. No one over the middle. Johnson, a little slant, runs away from Jerry Gray. No one in the middle to stop him. Touchdown.
Ron Brown picks this one up, failed by 18 with 11:47 to go, third quarter. Everett will throw on first down into the flat, caught. Nice catch by Bell, and that'll quiet receiver. First and 10, Los Angeles, trailing 28-10. Bell goes left, gets a good block from McGee, and a gain of a couple of yards out near the New York Giants tonight down in the Superdome.
Plus, Philadelphia has already beaten Phoenix.
Right.
So if you're looking at a wild card, you've got to look at all the games that you're competing against.
Damone Johnson off the line. They hit him on the crossing pattern across the middle. That's a new formation that Ernie Zampese puts in for this game. Here's Everett pumping once and delivers out of bounds to Henry Ellard. Ernie Zampese and John Robinson, they said they needed this conservative game plan. Can they stay with that kind of attack now?
The game plan now is conservative, but it's kind of fancy. A lot of motion, a lot of little trickery in there. So, yes, they can stay with it because this little trickery offense can get big plays.
Charles White comes in, and Rulon Jones gets him up around.
Rulon Jones, he's the turkey. He gets high. He's better at rushing the passer.
Third and 9. 28-10 with 9:40 to go. Third quarter blitz. Everett kicked away. Tyrone Braxton, number 34, the second-year man from North Dakota State. Hyde waits at the 10-yard line. Fair catch at the 17, bobbled, and then Will Hyde manages to contain it. That's a 30-yard punt. John Elway, 3 touchdowns passing and 1 to 18. A new center now in for the Broncos, Mike Ruther, acquired in the trade for Ricky Hundley from Phoenix, has replaced Billy Bryant. Elway hands it off. This is Tony Dorsett for only the 4th time in the ball game. Tony, I learned something I didn't know, and I've known him for 12 years. He's got a slight case of acrophobia, fear of heights. And he said after he got here, he took one drive up in the mountains to see what it was like, went around one mountain curve, headed the car back to Denver, and said, I'm going back to Dallas in the offseason.
Well, I'm sure the Denver folks are happy to hear that.
Yeah, he doesn't plan to go skiing. Second down. Elway, little flip out to Dorsett, and he is caught at the 21. That'll be a third.
Big games, and this Ram defense is a defense that will pressure you and give you a chance to go up top.
8 minutes to go, third quarter, 3rd and 7. Elway takes the direct snap from Ruther. And again, good protection, and overthrows Mobley, the tight end. It'll be 4th down.
Here in Denver.
Mike Horan to punt for the 4th time. And Clifford Hicks is back to return it. That's a fine punt. Hicks bobbles it, and it goes out of bounds. Horan Hayden in total yardage. That never quite got to 3,000. 1st and 10, and Everett back. Left side. And that's caught by Del Pino, yes. And a 1st down at the 50. Rams
back for you. Now everything's in good shape.
1st and 10 from the 50. Charles White tries to buck out of a tackle, fumble. Denver ball again. 2nd turnover in this half. And it's Rick Dennison who comes up with it. Mike Ruther stays in at center. Rams' 2nd turnover. Both fumbles, one by Brown, one by White. Draw play. This is Sandy Winder, number 23, to the 50-yard line.
He mentioned 3 players.
Right. 2nd down and 6 from the 50. Elway, incomplete. Oh, vision. They've got to go play the Raiders next week, and then at Seattle. So in effect, they can control their own destiny. They are tied with Los Angeles and Seattle for the division lead. Elway. Johnson. 1st down at the 42.
First quarter.
1st down and 10. Winder in the backfield. Draw play, Sammy Winder, and he's down to the 41.
Effect on players than it does those players that win it.
Dorsett in backfield on second down. Right down the middle. Clarence Kay, the tight end. 30-0 lead over Cleveland 2 weeks ago, but that was achieved largely on 4 first-half Brown turnovers. Sammy Winder skips through the middle and down to the 25.
Up and down, up and down. Now today, it's another up. Next week is what you have to worry about, I guess, with this football team.
That's Joe Collier, the defensive coordinator, and those are not family pictures he's looking at. He's getting ready for the next Denver series defensively. Here's Elway behind Clarence Kay, incomplete. 4 of 9 for the Broncos on third down conversions, and they face a 3rd and 7 now with 4 minutes to go, third quarter, 4-1. Quarterback draw again. Elway, 5th one, and he's got another first down.
But I wouldn't advise him doing that.
That's a gain of 11, first down. The inside handoff, Sammy Winder cuts inside the 10. And down to the
Running game.
They've got Studdard at left tackle, Gerald Perry, the rookie, at left guard, Ruther at center, Juriga at right guard, and Lemire at right tackle. Second down and 3. Dorsett, option pass, caught, touchdown to Winder. And the happiest guy in Colorado is Tony Dorsett. Dorsett to Winder for 6. And Carlos kicks the extra point. I'm just searching my mind, but I think that's the first touchdown pass Tony Dorsett has ever thrown.
Well, you should know.
We'll double check it.
We said a little imagination. Let's do the crazy things. Well, I can think of nothing more crazy, more unpredictable than Dorsett throwing to Winder. There it is, and there's your touchdown.
I'm laughing to myself about Dorsett and his protestations during the many years in Dallas. He kept saying, they won't involve me in the passing game. Well, now he's involved, but I don't think this is quite what he had in mind. Throwing it instead of catching it.
Just a great call. You know, it's just a game of I'm going to guess with you, and we've never shown, I'm sure there's no film, as you said, Vern, there's no film of Dorsett throwing the football, or no tape. It's not in the computer, so why not do it? It's the unpredictable. It's the unusual. And those sometimes are the things you need to do to help a football team get over the hump and find its confidence and get them on a roll.
That is also Sammy Winder's first touchdown catch this year. Carlos to Ron Brown. This one he hangs on to. Unanswered points in this quarter and 28 unanswered points in the ball game. Everett will run.
And quickly, we're behind.
Left side, caught. Buford McGee. That's a first down. Pass. But he did complete a pass as a rookie for 34 yards. Coming up next o'clock Eastern next Saturday. Everett to Holohan. And another Ram first down at the 45-yard line. Dennis Smith.
Still coaching adjustment than any game we'll play all year.
1st and 10, Los Angeles. Everett, deep post pattern. Caught by Ellard. He will score, and there are no flags. 3 years to go beyond 1,000 yards in pass receptions in the season. Lansford's kick is good. And that makes it 35-17 in San Francisco. So they're up 1 on the 49ers already. Lansford will kick off 35-17. And Ken Bell and Jason Johnson are deep for the Broncos. That's a short kick. Winder lets it go right through his hands, then grabs it at the 18. Evens out 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's first down 10, Denver from the 29. Split backs behind John Elway. Now they shift into the I with Dorsett to deep backs. Dorsett. And that's the end of the third quarter with our score. The Denver Broncos 35, the Los Angeles Rams 17. We now post Terry Bradshaw. Denver up 35-17. And the Broncos have a 2nd and 9. Blitz by the Rams. Quick flip to Dorsett, one-on-one with Johnny Johnson. And Johnson gets Tony Dorsett as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. In years.
It's my Uncle John.
How about his wife?
He's mad because they don't have beer for sale here today.
Hasn't slowed him down any.
No.
The Broncos have won 35 of their last 36 games when they had a lead after 3 quarters. The last loss as a
left tackle move over to right guard and then have a right tackle who has a slight growing pull. I think they've done a remarkable job of protecting Elway.
3rd and 13. Across the middle, Gerald Wilhite short of the first down at the 33, and the punting unit will come on. Tackle made by Anthony Newman. Rams jumped out to a 7-0 lead on a touchdown pass from Everett to Ellert. Denver tied it up, and then LA went on top 10-7. It was 14-10 Denver at the end of the half, but 21 unanswered points in the third quarter gave Denver what is thus far a comfortable 35-17 lead. Here's Mike Horan on the punt. Keith Bishop, who is not playing today because of a dislocated thumb, is in the ball game for snapping situations, and he's in right now. Not a great punt. Clifford Hicks with room to return it, but pretty decent downfield coverage. Hicks is tackled at the 35. 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. The Rams have the ball.
In this game, and hey, we got a 4th quarter to go here.
Everett back. Safety valve for Bell, who somehow, no, he does not make the catch. He was out of bounds. Bobbling the ball as he scampered up the sideline.
You know, I've seen this offense. I played against it a bunch when I was with the Steelers and when Sam Peasy was at San Diego. And it's an offense that I believe as a defensive team, as a defensive coordinator, you stay on pins and needles because this offense strikes from all over the football field. You can never think you have one thing taken away because they'll change your formation, you'll change your coverage, and they'll come back to that same play and hit it for a big one.
2nd down and 10. Greg Bell. Randy Robbins is the first man there, number 48. And not much of a gain. Bell getting close to 100. He's got 99 now. Pittsburgh defeats Kansas City to win their 3rd of the year today. Gary Anderson with 3 field goals. How about this Denver Bronco team in the third quarter? 21 points today. In the first 12 games in the third quarter, a total of only 30 points.
The absolute worst in the National Football League.
And because of that, they jumped out to a 35-10 lead. It's 35-17 right now. Everett caught. Henry Ellert. First down at the 47-yard line. You know, John Robinson's team is a very young team, and they had a disastrous 1987. I think they surprised even John Robinson when they jumped out to a 7-2 record this year.
I know they did, and John Robinson and his coaching staff knows that what has happened to his football team was a major surprise, and it captured the fans and the media in the Los Angeles area. But this is a football team that's very young, that's going to go through times like this, but really they're still growing. They're years away from being the great football team that Robinson's trying to put together.
And they have a ton of draft choices coming up. Nice fake by Everett. Deep into double coverage for Anderson. Diving try, incomplete.
Well, that's highlight material right there. I'm not only impressed with the great play action by Everett and the great arm. Hey, I was impressed with Flipper Anderson's burst for the football, because that football looked like it was going to be a good 15 yards over his head, yet he had that second burst that almost allowed him to make a great catch.
Anderson with an outstanding average of nearly 27 yards per catch this year in his rookie season after starring at UCLA. Second down and 10. 12:02 to go. 35-17. Denver leads it. Everett, right side. Anderson can't hang on. He is belted. Mark Haynes and Randy Robbins, just in case it had been ruled a catch, but it was not.
Did you notice? We're going to look and see what happened on the catch on the outside this time. Notice how Everett's looking to the left, trying to free the safety. Now Haynes comes up, and the ball's slightly behind Anderson, who almost makes a nice grab. But the key was Everett was backpedaling, looking to his left, and he wasn't able to get around and push with his right leg and drive the football to Anderson. He threw it off balance, all arm.
3rd and 10. The Rams, you saw 3 for 10 on 3rd down conversions. 4-man rush. Everett. Mike Harden gets it. That's his 3rd interception of 1988.
This was a great interception by Harden, but the timing on this pass was way off. This ball should have been gone right now. You can't lay a ball up to the outside. You have to anticipate the receiver going to an area and deliver the football when he is arriving near the defensive back. Everett waited too late that time, and it cost him with an interception by Harden.
3rd pass interception of this year was the 3rd turnover by the Broncos in this half. And Denver has a 1st and 10 with John Elway back in the cockpit. Mike Ruther has gone at center in this half. Draw play left side. And that's just back to the line of scrimmage for Sammy Winder. Broncos trying to break this roller coaster and go 7-6. We'll have 3 games remaining. And the key games are the next 2. At the Raiders, at Seattle. Those are the 2 teams with whom they are tied in today's scheduling. And then they're at home against New England to wind up the season. At the Raiders, at Seattle for Denver. And they really need to win the division. Don't know if they can get in as a wild card.
If they beat those teams, they win their next 3 games. In this game, they've got it.
Yep.
Because they're playing 2 guys in their division, Seattle and the Raiders.
2nd and 11. Backs in the eye behind John Elway. 11:05 to go. Dorsett. And it'll be 3rd and 11.
You know, and another thing, Vern, the Broncos are a football team that, as ugly as they are at 6-6 coming into this game, they could still, if they win the rest of their games, win 10 football games.
Right.
10-6, and everyone will forget about all the problems they had and how, you know, they looked tired and how they weren't hungry and how they'd lost the Super Bowls. You never know what will turn a team around, and sometimes it takes a tremendous emotional lift. And going into this quarter, I'd say right now they have found that lift against the Rams.
3rd and 11. And Elway will operate from the shotgun. 10:20 to go. Denver up 35-17. High snap controlled by Elway. Across the middle, caught by Wilhite. Short of the 1st down, and that will bring the punting unit on. How about the Los Angeles Rams? And there's the catch taken by Clifford Hicks after the punt by Horan. And the Rams will get it back at the 46-yard line.
You know,
8 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's a 1st down. Henry Ellard makes the catch. He's having a big day. That's his 7th grab. And he's got 2 touchdowns. Let's take a look around the National Football League. In the AFC, Buffalo lost today, but they still have the best record by 1 over Cincinnati. Houston at 9-4. Denver 6-6. So you can see the wild card probabilities are a little long for the Western Division teams. Here's Ellard with his 8th catch. And that's a gain to the 37. Jeremiah.
Philadelphia, so in head-to-head competition, you would have to say that Blues that battle.
Holohan, that's another Ram 1st down at the 28. But Los Angeles fighting the clock as well as the scoreboard now. Dennis Smith and Jim Ryan with the tackle.
We had
15 to go.
We had a game year we had to depend on the Houston Oilers beating Cincinnati for the Steelers to get in as a wild card. And Bum Phillips' team did us a favor and beat them in Cincinnati, and we got together, pitched in, and bought the entire football team briefcases with their names on them. Beautiful things. Cost us a bundle of money, but, well, actually, the money we made in the playoffs barely covered it.
Everett. That's a mix-up on the route as Aaron Cox went deep and Everett threw it short.
Peasy's made a 5-step guy out of it. Plus, he makes him keep his feet square with his shoulders underneath and keeps him on balance.
Second down and 10. That's good for another first down. And then a real big one, New Orleans against Minnesota at 4 o'clock. Everett back on first down. Scrambles, throws it down to the 5-yard line. The catch made by Pete Holohan again. And that should be enough for a first and goal for the Los Angeles Rams.
You notice that time that Holohan was flanked out to the right and 2 wide receivers to the left. Created through a mistake because of Holohan going out flanked as the flanker.
First and goal with 7:05 remaining. Everett, fade pass, Buford McGee incomplete. It's remaining in this ball game.
7 minutes for, but I got to believe that in losing, I think they have found something themselves because they have fought very hard today. Yeah, they made some mistakes, turnovers, but they fought hard. And I think as a coach, what you want to see is your team fighting hard. And today the Rams are doing that.
Split backs on second down and goal from the 3. Ellard in motion. Everett in the middle, and he had him open.
Where McGee would be, he just led him too far.
Third and goal from the 3. Incomplete. And the Rams will go for it on 4th down.
I mean, it's very difficult. All right, now Everett.
And Ellard in motion across the backfield. Denver drops 8. Everett pulls up. Flag. John Elway. 6:43 remaining in the ball game. The ball carrier. John Elway and the Broncos some breathing room. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Second down and 3. Tony Dorsett. And he's hit now the 18-yard line. Michaels
play the nose tackle and play the true eagle and to pull out and cover in what they call their alternate zone coverage. So I'm wondering just how much they missed him today along with 58 Owens.
Mel Owens, who was on injured reserve after missing 5 games with an injury. Here's Dorsett again.
You know, one of the things that Mel...
7 sacks in the last 6 games, and they've not sacked John Elway today. So their sack total has fallen off drastically, and it may have a lot to do with the absence of Owens. And as I say that, Kevin Green gets the first sack of the day, and that is the 12th sack for Kevin Green this year. And he hurries to help John Elway up.
If I were Dan Reeves, I would have to think I've got this game won, and I might get Elway out of there. I might get him out, especially if you're planning on throwing the football, because if you get him hurt, and he's hurt right now because of this, with a 35-17 lead with 4:15 going in the game, man, you'd be miserable. You'd never forgive yourself.
That's Kevin Green's 2nd sack in as many weeks, but he had 11 early on. Here it is, the first 6 games, 36 sacks. The last 7, including that Kevin Green sack. They have 8, second down and 19. Out of the shotgun, handoff. Steve Sewell, and he comes right to the 15-yard line.
Well, you know, a lot of people are asking why aren't the Rams getting sacks, and a lot of people say, well, teams are getting used to it, but it's personnel, it's injuries, it's fatigue, and
as darkness has descended on Denver. 35-17 with 3:52 remaining in this one. Nice and high and not terribly long, and Hicks almost misjudged it. But he counter punches down to the 36-yard line. And here on 1st and 10, Jim Everett with 3 wide receivers to the left side and 1 to the right. Ellard again. Goes for a first down at the 26-yard line. Mike Harden with the tackle. And that is the 10th catch for Henry Ellard today. 10 catches. And the Rams go without a huddle. You're looking live at Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado, where the score right now, the Denver Broncos 35, the Los Angeles twist, Terry Bradshaw. The Rams have a 2nd down and 10, and Jim Everett completes a pass over the middle down to the 18-yard line. 2 yards and 3 touchdowns so far. Everett has thrown for 2, and here is Greg Bell out of the backfield, and that's a 1st down for Los Angeles at the 16-yard line with 2:40. Rams 1st and 10, 2:42 to go. Everett across the middle behind the intended receiver here, and draw play. Greg Bell busting toward the goal line and in for the touchdown for the LA Rams. That is, yeah, you sounded a little sarcastic when you said that. 1st and goal from the eye. Bell started to jump, doesn't, and 1 play later we've got a touchdown.
Really? Nice little move by Bell, huh? A little fake to the top underneath. I like that. You can look down.
Mike Lansford, who missed 2 field goals in the 1st half. Hitting the right upright once and the left upright once. Gets the extra point. Right out of bounds. I mean, he drilled it.
He picked him out. Someone on that sideline, they've been giving him a hard.
Boom.
Look at this. Nice little knuckleball, which now is very hard to catch. I mean, that baby's moving. Looks like it's right at Rulon Jones. I don't think Rulon's done anything to him today.
Nope. This time he'll squib it deep, and Mike Harden runs under it and picks it up on 2 bounces and goes down at the 43-yard line. John Elway remains at quarterback.
Elway can, I think the entire Bronco team can now go out in town and get their Christmas shopping done early, because you never know what's going to happen with this team next week. So now that this week everybody's off your back, you can go out and have dinner and have lunch, take the kids out, and get your shopping in early.
2:10 to go. 35-24. Sammy Winder tests the middle of the Ram defense, and Los Angeles will use.
College in this great nation of ours plays against what we would call so-called weaker opponents. So Barry Sanders, as far as I'm concerned, he's got it locked up.
2:04 to go in this ball game. Left side, Sammy Winder. Flags are down on the far side of the field.
Now you ask me.
It's in its entirety, except for those of you from the West Coast and Mountain Time zones who will see it at its regularly scheduled time. Sammy Winder with this carry, and that should be a Bronco 1st down, and the Rams are not going to be able to stop the clock now. So Herb Pankey looks on, number 75. Jackie Slater, number 78. Doug Smith, the Pro Bowl center, has been led by John Elway this afternoon. 1st and 10, Denver, and they'll try and kill the final 1:18 of this ball game. (35-24) edge. The final play of the ball game, as the Broncos go to 7-6, and John Robinson's Los Angeles Rams lose. His counterpart Jim Everett 365 yards through the air, and 2 touchdowns for the LA Rams. CBS coverage of the National Football League has been a presentation of CBS Sports.
I think that was one thing that we said last week, is the fact that, hey, if we get behind, we got to treat the score like it's 7-7, and or 7-0. We never answered the bell, and we just offensively kept going out there and plugging away. And whether the score was 7-0 or 0-0, we just wanted to make every series count. And we got off to a slow start. We had some penalties that hurt us early, but we got it going there. Division games coming up next, and if we just keep the aggressiveness that we have today and keep playing hard and we'll just let the chips fall where they may. We just got to keep the same attitude that we had going in today and take it on the road.
This your best game this year?
Yeah. Well, I felt good out there, and I tell you, this is a good defensive team that can really put some pressure on you. And the receivers did a great job, and the offensive line did a great job picking things up front and giving me the time to throw the football. So, like I said, we got off to a slow start, but it was a very productive day on both sides of the ball.
Ran the ball effectively. I thought, would you think you were Joe Kapp or somebody running down near the goal line? They're going to kill yourself.
Well, I tell you what, I think that one thing we haven't been is aggressive, and I just was going to be aggressive today. We got 4 games left, and I wasn't going to go out, and I was going to get everything I could get, and I was down there on the 5-yard line. I thought I could try to get it in there, and I didn't quite get there, but got it there on the sneak after that.
When you get up 35-10, you think this one's over?
No, that's the worst time of the game. We're up 35-10, and just because we're scared from what happened to us earlier in the year, but the defense just didn't break. They hung in there and did a great job in the stand down there, and we were able to get some first downs and get it out of there. So it was a great day all around.
We got to go into it with the attitude is do or die, and we don't want to die.
Sammy, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, it was in the game plan, but sometimes we don't run as many deep routes as I would like, and we did today.
Describe what happened on those 2 touchdown passes. The first one, you spun Irvin in a circle. You made it look awful easy.
Well, it was the identical play, as a matter of fact. The first play, we'd been scouting him all week, and he tends to play inside and settles on the right at about 20. And it's kind of hard to run a post when a guy's inside, so I pretended I was going outside. Just pretended. And he kind of bit on it, and I went over the top of him, and I didn't know I beat him that bad. I was just waiting for the ball to come down.
Second one, John.